If you love Baltimore sports, you'll love WNST.net.
All right, Gene, so how many years has it been since you've heard the Clippers fight song? And
that's 1987. That's it. And
tell me the Baltimore story for you. Now, you started playing minor league hockey in 1 year.
I was played in, actually, I turned pro in 1958, played out in the Western Hockey League for New Westminster Royals, right by Vancouver. Toronto Maple Leafs, they had sent me to school at Toronto St. Mike's. In fact, Frank Mahalovich and I both had scholarships there. And then they really liked me, so they sent me way out west and put me out in the
But you're from Sault Ste. Marie.
I'm from Sault Ste. Marie.
Now that's the western part of Ontario, correct?
Western part of Ontario, and we have a number of players. In fact, when I was playing the National League, we had 12 players. Went to the same church that I did. We're all playing in the National Hockey League.
Now, it was you, Esposito brothers?
Lou Nanny, Matt Ravlich, Chico Mackey, Tony Esposito. I mean, you can go right down the line. Ronnie Francis, who eventually played Jerry Korab. Did I say Lou Nanny? Yeah, just a number of guys. And there we were from a little town of about 80,000 people, and we had 12 players in the National Hockey League. So it really was quite a time.
Now, you played in Baltimore as a member of the Hershey Bears, right?
I played with the Hershey Bears, played against Baltimore. And
was it 60s or 70s? I
played for Baltimore. I played about 6 games, came in here to play.
As a Clipper?
As a a Baltimore Clipper. That's right, as a Clipper. And, you know, I can remember when Bill Hagee, he used to spell Clipper. That's how he started in the stands, you know, spelling the word Clipper. And then he went to the Orioles and did it there. Then he got to be world famous with the Orioles. But he actually started that with the Clippers when he'd come to our games there.
I did not know that.
That's a fact.
Yeah,
yes,
well,
yes,
I mean, Jeff Amder, who was the Skipjacks and the Clipper fan up in Section 2, I guess about 212, he Facebook friended me 3 days ago. It's been a hockey week, man. Like, you're here and all this hockey stuff's going on. We're up at Gary Risling's place today having lunch at Silver Spring Mining Company. So for Baltimore and hockey and stuff, you remember hearing that Clipper fight song.
Oh, God.
In the 60s.
In the 60s, sure. Playing against them. In fact, they had Jacques Plante played here, and you had Doug Harvey played. You had some
Gilles Villemure.
Oh yeah, Villemure. That's right.
There you go.
Very good goalie. Yeah, and he used to do horses. He was a jockey, or Pacers with the Pacers and Trotters. No, you've had it's got a history here, and for no hockey in Baltimore is kind of weird. And you know,
when I get wealthy, I'm going to change that. I've told everybody that if I ever get wealthy,
had his way, you know.
I'm bringing hockey back.
Well, my son's going to do it. You and my son.
Well, somebody. We all got to get together. But I mean, obviously, the issue here is the building, right?
Definitely. I mean, I can't believe there's not a building with 15,000 seats in it, or at least over 10 anywhere. I mean, you're right in the middle of the American Hockey League. I mean, some of the cities, Wilkes-Barre has done great. I mean, a lot of cities, we average close to 10,000 in every game in Chicago.
And you played the Rosemont Horizon,
right?
Yeah,
at the All-State Arena at Rosemont. And we've been doing that for 15 years. And the league is, I think it's the best bargain in hockey right now, because you'll get guys who play in the National Hockey League one night, the next night they're playing the American League. And really, right now, the hockey in the American League, I mean, in our day, you had to play 3-4 years in the American League. Today, you just make the American League, there's a chance you're going to play in the National League with 30 teams up there. I mean, it's incredible, with all the injuries.
And you're the Atlanta farm team,
We're
correct?
with the Atlanta Thrashers, yes.
How many years has that been with the Thrashers?
Well, actually, we started in 2000, so it's been 8 years. But we've won 4 cups in the last 10 years. So we've been to the finals 7 times. So we've been strictly a winner, and I got the owner. If we don't win the cup, we've had a bad year. So
well, that's a good pressure to have.
I love that. Yes, and he's like no other owner. He gives you everything you need to win, and makes it that the players want to play there. They're happy to be there, and we've had some great teams, and that's the way Baltimore would have been. I think it's funny because we have a huge fireworks in Chicago. Big thing before the game.
All the explosions and the blast.
We had that here in the 70s, 78 actually. We had.
If you love Baltimore sports, you'll love WNST.net.